This is a path cursed by cherry blossoms. Whenever the petals fall and touch the surface of the stream beside the path, 1,000 philosophical questions are born. It is also the path where the Japanese philosopher Kitarō Nishida took his daily walks, leaving indelible footprints along its length. Kitarō Nishida once said, "All great thoughts eventually become paths." Gradually, due to Nishida's daily walks and his position as a philosophy professor at Kyoto University, the people of Kyoto respectfully named it the Path of Philosophy. The crunch of my soles against the gravel filled the air. Beneath the scorching sun, clad in kimono, I wandered along the path of philosophy. Passing through the tree-shaded areas, following the stream, and retracing Nishida's footsteps, I immersed myself in the mood that he might have felt, gaining a profound understanding of his philosophical theory of basho logic, which holds that within a place there is no self, no enemy. Along the path, I paused from time to time, sometimes sitting on steps to gaze into the distance, sometimes leaning against railings to read. In Nishida's great work, Intuitive Knowledge and Reflection, I found answers that resolved the confusions and difficulties I had encountered in my academic studies of Japanese philosophy. The path of philosophy is more than just a trail. It's a spiritual anchor, a testament to every traveler's boundless pursuit and exploration of philosophy, truth, self, and a better life. After wandering the path of philosophy, I followed in Nishida's footsteps to the place where he worked and taught, Kyoto University. Kyoto University has always adhered to the spirit of self-respect, self-esteem, independence, and autonomy, emphasizing a scholarly tradition of free research and a vibrant learning atmosphere. Kitarō Nishida, the founder of modern Japanese philosophy and the Kyoto School, saw his teaching career closely intertwined with Kyoto University's academic environment. He taught philosophy courses at the university and developed the concept of Nishida philosophy, centered on the Eastern Buddhist thought. This philosophy integrated with Western philosophy, such as phenomenology and existentialism, to construct the theoretical systems like pure experience and the self-determination of nothingness. His representative work, Inquiry to the Good, became an ideological cornerstone of the Kyoto School, emphasizing the achievement of unity between subject and object through intuition and reflection. Nishida's courses were characterized by cross-cultural dialogue. He often compared Zen Buddhism with Western existentialism to guide students in critical thinking. In his course, The Fundamental Problems of Philosophy, he analyzed and conducted an in-depth comparisons between Buddhist concepts of nothingness and Hegel's dialectics. Following the signs on campus, I visited Kyoto University's Philosophy Research Laboratory, Applied Philosophy and Ethics Research Laboratory, research laboratories for ancient Western, medieval Western, and early modern Western philosophy, and the Oriental History Research Laboratory. There, I immersed myself in the teaching atmosphere of Nishida's era and delved into the study of his great philosophical ideas. At noon, I rested in the corridor of Kyoto University's Centennial Clock Memorial Hall and interviewed Zhang Zhiping, a Chinese exchange student. He told me, "I deeply admire Professor Nishida. The Kyoto School is a pinnacle of Japanese philosophy, and I love Kyoto University's dialogue-centered, free academic style." Professors continue Nishida's teaching model, encouraging students to deepen their understanding through debate. Classes often take the form of small seminars where students discuss philosophical propositions freely, with professors only acting as guides. Kyoto University has increased the proportion of general education credits to 40%, and Professor Nishida's philosophy courses are included in the university's general educational curriculum, accounting for 35% of humanities and social science courses. Jiang then added, "Studying at Kyoto University has changed my critical thinking, logical reasoning, and cross-cultural philosophical perspective. In turn, this has improved my resilience, adaptability, and problem-solving skills. Philosophy has taught me to keep courage in low moments and stay grounded in high moments. During my visit to Kyoto University, I personally experienced its outstanding academic research environment, international education resources, and open, free learning atmosphere. It is truly a fascinating place. I am convinced Kyoto University is not only my ideal destination for studying Japanese philosophy and East Asian culture in the future, but also a dream destination for countless students. Japanese aesthetic culture is profound and unique. Rooted in nature worship, Zen thought, and a deep understanding of transience, it teaches people to find eternal beauty and philosophy in imperfection, brevity, and subtlety. Its core spirits, mono-awari, yugen, and wabi-sabi, are passed down and embodied through various art forms and life practices, forming the most unique and charming soul of Japanese culture. Upon entering the Hojo Garden of Ryoanji Temple in Kyoto, I was captivated by the Kare Sansei. Ryoanji's garden is a pinnacle of Japanese Zen aesthetics and a representation site of the World Cultural Heritage. The stone garden spans 25 meters long and 10 meters wide, with 15 rocks arranged in 5 groups. White sand is raked into patterns and moss edges the space. Its minimalist design carries the profound Zen meaning, using abstract combinations of sand, rocks, and moss to inspire meditation and philosophical reflection. No matter from which angle you view the 15 rocks in Ryoanji's garden, one rock always remains out of sight. This symbolizes the Zen principle of anatta, reminding viewers to let go of obsessions and find commitment in its simplicity. Beyond Ryoanjin, the Sanso Garden of Kyomo Temple is equally stunning for experiencing the Kara Sansei art. It is famous for its Kara Sansei garden, Hasate. The garden's name is derived from the poetic line, "No clouds rise above the ridge, the moon sets in the wave's heart," embodying the meditative aesthetics of integrated Zen culture. Designed by the renowned Japanese gardener Mieri Shigemori, the garden uses white sand, moss, and stones to create a Zen space symbolizing the flowing water and islands. Treetops dance with the wind, their greenery brimming with vitality, as if nature's spirits are singing, allowing viewers to feel the ebb and the flow of their emotion and experience, like the Yugen mood. After bidding farewell to the Zen-inspired space of Kare Sansei Gardens, I took a bus to Sanzein Temple, a site renowned for its natural landscapes of ancient forests, mosques, and streams. A temple of the Dentai sect of Buddhism with a history of over 1,000 years. Sanzei excludes the tranquility of the moment you step into the mountain's gaze. It is a cool refuge untouched by the hustle of the world, named after the Buddhist concept of Ichizen Sanzen, and celebrated as a sacred place for philosophical contemplation, where nature and Zen blend seamlessly. The temple's spatial design reflects Buddhist cosmology. The Shinden Hall represents the present world. The Ojo Kurokuin Hall represents the afterlife. The Seiin Garden symbolizes paradise, and the places within the temple metamorphosize the journey from the present world to paradise. In the moss-covered courtyard, I felt impatience by the spring and bird songs. I experienced emptiness and tranquility, and in the ancient forest, I understood that the Buddhists practiced the concept of contentment with little desire and equality of all beings, silent compassion. On my way back, I made a detour to Genkoen. Amidst its scenery, my eyes were drawn into the 2 adjacent yet distinctly different windows. One was perfectly curved circular window, framing a summer maple tree with surging green waves. The other was a sharp-angled square window, cutting the same sky into geometrical fragments. In that moment, silence was not without sound. It was filled with wordless questions between the 2 windows and me. The circular window represented perfection, Zen, wisdom, and the entire universe. The square window represents human obsession, the inescapable cycle of birth, old age, illness, and death. and the head shapes of life. The imagery of these two windows has taken root in my heart. One square, one round. One confused, one enlightened. They remind me of the mission of philosophy that is not only to analyze the square frame of the world, but also to explore the harmony that dissolves boundaries and points directly to truth. As I turn my gaze away from windows of enlightenment and confusion, and pull my thoughts out of philosophical contemplation, I walked along the path to the tea house. The tea house was small, covering an area of 4.5 tatami mats, built from bamboo, wood, and reeds. It had a calligraphy scroll inscribed with Ichigo Ichie hanging on one wall, accompanied by a bamboo flower vase with an arrangement of flowers. The dim lighting in the tea house fostered an atmosphere of introspection and equality. A seasoned Japanese tea ceremony instructor, Miss Kana, performed the tea ceremony for me, demonstrating its elegance and ritual. From the details of each movement and the skill of whisking matcha to how the tea ceremony helps people achieve inner peace and focus. In an interview with Miss Kana, I learned at the end of the 16th century, Senno-ryukyu inherited the spirit of tea ceremony traditions and established the authentic Japanese tea ceremony. He proposed the principle of harmony, respect, purity, tranquility. 4 simple characters with profound meaning. Seijaku refers to an aesthetic of calmness, simplicity, and sincerity. Wake denotes the respect for guests. A tea gathering is regarded as a practice hall where transcendence is achieved through meditative tea drinking. Ms. Kana added, the Japanese tea ceremony integrates Zen philosophy, ethical norms, and aesthetics pursuit, forming a unique cultural system. I compare the commonalities between Senryoku's Wake Sajaku and Nishida's pure experience, both involving perceiving wholeness and imperfection and understanding eternity in transience. When you say you're searching for philosophy, the mosque in Kyoto is going through its 20,000th rebirth between stone crevices. The ash in the tea house's heart hold unwritten theses, and your own footsteps have long since become the answer itself. With this piece, I invite you, before the next cherry blossom falls, find your own path of philosophy. It may be hidden in the warmth of a convenience store rice ball, in the molded spots of an old bookstore, or simply in the moment where you suddenly became aware of the weight of your own breath as you walk. When the curtain falls, may we take away not conclusions, but a heart steeped in wabi-sabi, a heart that knows how to find perfection in imperfection, embrace deep affection amid impermanence, and catch a glimpse of the vast universe even in the smallest of spaces.